And Kate is getting so
annoyed.
Mad.
So annoyed.
I'm so sorry.
but Bunky, will you move that closer to you though? Will you move the mic closer to you? What, boo?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got to do the intro again because this is part 2. No, it's fine. No, it's okay. I just have to have everybody shut the fuck up. Oh, hi. You're listening to Service from Hell, a podcast featuring people that are currently in customer service positions or the lucky few that got out and all the good, bad, and infinitely irritating things that go along with that work. This is so annoying. I am actor and writer Kate Gaffney and am uniquely qualified to discuss this as I currently work at a very busy, or used to work at a very busy and very popular comedy club in Los Angeles. And at least one of you listening right now is probably grabbing, dear God, Bianca is like, she's sucking her fucking drink. Like I can't.
I'm sorry.
Oh, where did I go? And at least one of you listening right now is probably grabbing me and told me that you were ready to order when I was running around like a crazy person. So let's eat.
Cheers. Cheers. This is our last podcast together.
Hey,
where's your cheers? Where's your cheers?
I'm sorry. I just don't do shots, but I'm sorry. I'll just cheers with my cup. I love you guys.
Thanks for dealing with us, Kate.
Thank you for doing this,
Let
y'all.
everybody know that we used to call when every new person get hired
Here
at
we
the
go.
comedy store, we had new names
About
for
to
them.
tell you my nickname.
And they didn't know that we had these names.
I didn't
We just
ever
said
know.
these names. Do you know what we used
You
to call
told me,
you?
but you didn't do it on the mic, so tell them what
We
it
used
was.
to call Kate Margaret. We used to be like,
Stop it,
oh,
Lee.
God.
Stop it. Oh, yeah. You stop it, Bianca.
Everybody had a name. Everybody had a name.
Wait, my name.
Kate's name was Margaret. We used to be like, Margaret's in the well, guys.
Margaret was stressed out all the time. And I
Always.
get
And
why
that's why
Margaret's
always.
name was
And
Margaret.
That's why her name was
I
Margaret.
know. I
because
could
she
see
was
it. It has nothing to
always
do with
stressed
anything
out.
other than stress level.
We'd
Margaret.
be like, who wants Margaret?
Madge was
guys?
beautiful, but Madge was stressed the fuck out.
Wait, who's
what
Madge?
was my name?
Margaret.
I was still a server with you at that time, so I don't know.
Okay,
That's
they didn't
cool.
because clarify the bartenders would come up with like the servers that they hated, which I was one of.
No,
They were-
it wasn't hated.
Everybody,
No, not
everybody
hated.
had a nickname. Like
Okay.
Davina, her name is 24. Davina's name is 21 Questions. Your name was Margaret. I think Aaron's name was While He Was Scheming.
Oh, yeah.
Am I being
While he was scheming.
Because Aaron
usually
always
like-
schemed on people.
Yo.
We used to be like, who
That's
got
so
while I
real.
was scheming?
Okay, what was
Sorry, Margaret.
Sorry, Margaret. Margaret. I do love that.
Don't start
though.
now.
Margaret's great.
Don't start now. Okay, so to kill the energy in the room because that's what I do.
Bring it down, Margaret.
Oh, Margaret.
So, according to an article in The Atlantic, this guy, Adam Serwer, I'm for sure not saying his name right, but the article is actually beautiful. But he said, this is a quote, although the full picture remains unclear, researchers have found that disproportionately black counties account for more than half of coronavirus cases and nearly 60% of the deaths. The wealthy luminaries of conservative media have sought to couch their opposition to restrictions as advocacy on behalf of workers, but polling shows that those most vulnerable to both the disease and economic catastrophe want the outbreak contained before they return to work.
Of course they do.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have
course.
dyslexia. I can't follow big, long
So
ass
essentially-
sentences like that. I'm sorry.
So basically what the whole article that is beautifully written, read it in The Atlantic, is that disproportionately people of color are affected by coronavirus and then the reopening of the economy prior to when it is actually safe to do so.
Oh, I 100% believe that when they found out black people was hurting black people much more. I 100% believe they was like, all right, let's reopen.
That's literally
100%.
almost the title of the article.
I mean, Bianca,
Really?
did you say
Yes.
this last time?
I
Bianca?
said, I'm like, well, why is it nail
you
salons,
said nail salons and hair
barber shops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, interesting.
No, it's true, and but it's like it's because we're talking on the last one we were talking about like the new Jim Crow and like how institutional racism exists and all those things, but it's like
Sure does.
because
Sure
people, I mean, one of the biggest parts of that is that people are scared of the police and scared of healthcare because they are poor and they're constantly being blamed for shit. So it's just like, why would you, if you're sick and you have no money and you're used to not going to the doctor, even though they say, don't worry, if you have COVID, it's covered, you're not going to believe that because you've been fucked in every possible way your entire life. So why are you then going to all of a sudden be like, oh, but this
Trust?
time I should trust them?
You
They're
guys are
going to
telling
be
the
like,
truth.
no, what I'm doing is I can't afford a doctor. I'm going to do what I've always done, which is stay home and fucking pray that the shit gets better. And then they're going to die at home, which is why it pisses me off that like conspiracy theorists are saying that they're over-reporting deaths when they're actually probably by thousands of people underreporting
Obviously
because all of these
underreporting.
people are dying. The underprivileged people, the black and brown people of this country are dying at home disproportionately, and half of them probably aren't even counted because they were too scared to go to the goddamn hospital.
Yes, that I agree with. Yes. Plus, on top of your comment, I'm going to add that when black people do go in, they tell us we're crazy. They be like, "Oh no."
Wait, please elaborate on that. What do you mean?
I'll jump to comparing it to black women and heart attacks. It's just, oh no, you're gonna be. It's kind of like a brush off. It's like you're
They don't
fine.
believe
It's
black
all in your
pain.
head. You'll be okay, and then boom, you die because they don't take your condition seriously enough in the ER. And I think that with this COVID-19, the ones that are dying in the hospitals, I got a friend right now with fucking chronic kidney failure that is now on this dialysis because he lost his other kidney. That when before all of this stuff even happened, he went in. They told him that it was fine. It was in his head. And then he finds out he did have COVID-19.
Come on.
Jesus,
So
really?
they could have prevented it from the jump. But the thing is just, it's kind of like, I think it also is like with insurance. Like they wouldn't do that to me if I went to the hospital. My insurance is top of the line insurance. I pay $500 a month to fucking survive, to live. So when I go to my doctor's offices, they be like, "Oh, the one with the blue shield, bitch, come on in here with your silver PPO." So I honestly think it depends on your insurance as well.
But that's exactly what the point is, though. It's like you're telling people when it comes to COVID, insurance doesn't matter and everyone's covered. Yet there's still gonna be like a hierarchy of who gets paid more attention to and taken more seriously. And it's the people that are obviously paying more money for things and have the insurance that are going to be taken more seriously. And then like, obviously, okay, yeah, we can, in California, at least we can drive through and get tests now, but that doesn't mean that if we have the symptoms and we go to the hospital, they're going to take us into the hospital.
Yeah. But to counteract what I just said, I also have a white friend that went through the same thing, but
that they denied that person.
they told him that he was fine.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he did not
We know him,
have
yeah.
anything. And he went back and he did have something.
They tested
But
him twice before
he was tested twice.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the thing is, with that situation, he didn't have any insurance.
So maybe, I mean, I think that it is obviously it's proven that it's disproportionately affecting in a racist way, but it's also classist. I mean, the way that the country works, though, like, I mean, that's the thing is like when shit like this happens, it's like we're racist and we're classist. Next,
exposing our whole ass.
Right.
Yeah.
We have more of a race issue than a class issue.
we do,
Because
yes.
You could be as high class as you want, but you'll still be like marginalized down to
I mean, that's the white privilege
even with him, they didn't tell him it was in his head. They was just like, he didn't have the insurance, but they also said, whatever this is, quarantine for a couple of days just in case. They gave him like a whole bunch of just in cases and medications, and they just sent him home with the proper guidelines to not die.
They didn't make him feel like a less than or like
A crazy
a
person.
disenfranchised crazy
Right.
person.
It's real.
Yeah.
Like my doctor was saying something like, I was saying, oh, well, I'm a bit of a hypochondriac. So I'll be like, well, have a list. And she's like, all right, let's see a list.
That's hilarious.
And we were talking about it and we got off topic one time and she was like, it's just important because even if it's small, like don't worry about it because she's like, there's this patient that another doctor had and she kept going to the ER saying like, I have a pain. And they were just like, oh, it's nothing. And she ended up having a condition, which I won't be able to quote correctly. It was some sort of lung thing that basically like, my doctor said it will take down the strongest firefighter, like the strongest man with it. Like the first sign of it, like you can't, sometimes it's like if you have a kidneys issue, if you have certain issues, even the touch is like debilitating, like with pain. So she would be coughing. She's like, I have so much pain when I breathe and when I cough. Jesus. And she was just like told, it's just a thing. Don't worry about it. And she was actually living with the type of pain that like most people get, types of like oxycodone
like morphine
or, like
or something, or get
T3.
addicted to shit on. Yeah.
Yeah. And she was like, it's such a debilitating pain. And this lady had to come to the ER like 3 or 4 times to get treated with. So
do you think they thought that she was looking for drugs?
No, I don't know if it was that, but I just think women in general don't get their pain taken seriously.
Which is hilarious because
It's like you're hysterical.
Which is
You're being
because
hysterical.
the funny part is though that women deal with so much more pain before they actually complain about it than
Men are such
men
babies.
are
Men are
babies.
babies.
Men will stub their toe and be like, like, I think I broke my toe. I think you need to take me to the doctor.
Help.
I'm like, I have broken my toe 50 times today. Fuck off.
Lisa's single mom.
I was look, here's the point is,
Are you from Mississippi and are you a pastry chef? That's all we need to know.
I just want everybody to
Everyone
know
drink.
that I'm from Mississippi and I am not just a waitress, I'm a pastry chef. And I can also bend my left pinky toe to the left all the way down to the side of my foot.
All right, sexy feet people.
But this is also a reason why women have a higher pregnancy death rate in the United States of America. I mean, yeah, there was just an article, if you want to look it up, Kate, about a woman who, repeatedly complained about her pregnancy. And she did it on Twitter and was like, this is what I'm going through at the doctor. I'm telling doctors I had this pain. The doctors are not hearing me. And she died because they did not.
She was just a woman, or was she a minority at all?
She was black.
I mean, it just adds to it. It just
But
adds
you know
to
what?
it.
That's why when it comes to like certain things, I'm a fucking asshole.
You should be, because
But that's the thing. That's the problem. And look, I love my black people, but I be telling my black people, we have to start complaining more. So I have a friend that cannot get through to unemployment, and that bitch just texted me. He was like, "Well, I've contacted the mayor," and I was like, "Oh God, you just showed me how white you really are."
I've contacted the mayor.
I'll show you the text right now. He's like, "I've contacted this person and this
that
person,
sounds
and
like
I am
Jackson,
just
Mississippi
gonna
shit.
keep
That's good.
calling." I'm like, black people don't do that. We're not gonna contact the fucking mayor or the governor if we're having a problem. We're just gonna fucking see it through.
Yeah.
Right.
But that also makes me feel like we should fight more but we don't think we should it's so weird. It's just a weird situation.
Well, I think there's also this feeling of hopelessness. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's this feeling of like, it doesn't matter because it's never going to make a difference sort of a feeling. And I think people feel defeated before they even do it. Like, I think, with the whole Ahmad, what's his last name? I'm sorry. Armory.
Burberry.
Amory. Stop it. Punky.
No, bitch.
Amory.
Ahmad Armory.
Wait, before you get into that, Lee, let me just say this, chicks, because I want to speak to Punky's point and then tell you remember your point. Okay.
Yeah.
So Amber Rose Isaac was her name, and then she on April 17th.
This is the Twitter pregnant woman?
She said that she should write an expose on dealing with incompetent doctors in the Bronx while she was pregnant with her first child. Less than 4 days later, she was pronounced dead after a cesarean section went wrong. She died alone as New York City battled with coronavirus. All of this was 100% preventable. All of it. I feel like she would have gotten more attentive care if she were a white mother, to be completely honest with you. In an interview with The Guardian, he described her pregnancy as riddled with neglect, that was her partner, by rude and unprofessional staff at the Montefiore Medical Center, who said that they ignored Isaac, a 26-year-old black Puerto Rican New Yorker, even as she reached out to them during her final weeks. We know she did all that she was supposed to do right, said Dr. Gioia. Oh, these names, I'm so sorry. And she's not the only one. The story of black maternal mortality issue across the United States is massive. So yes, Punky, she did pass away 4 days after. Anyway,
she did everything right.
Yeah,
so it's like, what do you do after that?
And they said, according to people at that hospital who remained anonymous, unfortunately, what I see when I look at Amber Rose's case is a beautiful young woman who fell through our big gaping hole of a healthcare system, was the quote. Yeah. So everybody jump
We're
out
not
a
really
window.
It's not just
assigning
the
a
healthcare.
racism to
But
it,
no, it's
though.
not. It's not the healthcare system. It's a general
the-
racism of the country. That the whole point is, it's like people are dying at home because they don't feel safe. They don't feel protected. And that's in every way. It's not just the police. It's not just healthcare. It's literally every possible thing that this country offers, quote unquote, which it doesn't really do a good job for any of us. But when it comes to disenfranchised people,
yes, it disproportionately affects them. I will say the New York healthcare system, I shouldn't say New York, but the healthcare system in general, when it comes to women, I can speak to, because someone very close to me who is related to me had her first child in the hallway of a hospital being told that she was being overdramatic and overreacting, and was told by a male EMT, we've got an overactive hyper mother here having him in the hallway. Anyway, that is an
I
anecdotal.
appreciate that, which speaks to if a mother comes in
Correct.
and she's just trying to look out for the safety of her and her child,
Yes.
sometimes they will fucking assign a goddamn psychologist to make sure you're not crazy.
Yeah.
You're a
for looking out for
hyperactive
your
mommy.
and you're high stressed.
Yeah.
And maybe you work
Yep.
too much.
That's
and are you a
literally-
single parent?
That's literally
Let's
what they
talk
said
about
to her.
what's going on at home.
Yeah.
Are you overstressed?
Yep.
Are
Well-
you getting any sleep? No, bitch. I just know something's wrong with my
because
fucking child.
because I'm in
Listen
touch
to
with
me.
my shit.
Because it's my body. I'm sorry, Lee, I interrupted
No,
your
you're
point
not. No,
100 minutes ago.
But
But-
all of this has everything to do with everything. It's like,
I just need to say this, that this country, and I always say this, and I said it on my podcast, and I say it in general, we are as a country, we are teenagers about to enter our early 20s. We are going through an identity crisis.
Yeah.
We don't know who we are. So it's like, it takes Trump to be in office. It takes Obama to be in office.
It took
for
Obama. I was going to say it took Obama.
for people to be like, wow.
Well, it
there
showed
is a
the
racism,
underbelly. It showed
right?
the underbelly.
And then Trump to whoever else was
Trump showed
holding
our
it
whole
out
ass.
to be like, oh my God, this place is. So coronavirus, the silver lining is like, we shit on African healthcare systems. We shit
Hello.
on Latin American healthcare. And we think we're so much better because we have we have a Cedar Sinai. But like, there's people with plastic bags. There's people like, now it doesn't seem so far-fetched that people in Africa have to reuse needles. It's not
Yeah.
because they're dirty, gross people who eat dirt. And
No, it's because-
live in a stick house. It's because they don't have the resources, and we clearly didn't have the resources.
No, now we have PPE, but like nurses. There was like, was it last week that they did the press conference from the Oval Office, and there was a nurse that was like, Trump was like, no, we have all the PPE we need, and the nurse was like, well, I've been reusing my mask for 2 weeks. Bless you.
God damn it. Bianca's allergic to everything here.
Just turn around like this.
No, but and then he like, I don't remember what he said back, but it was funny because it was like, and she was trying to then, she kind of started to backtrack because she realized she was in the Oval Office and she was making him look bad, and then because he became defensive about it.
I literally can't find.
I saw it.
I believe you.
because it was just last week and it was on CNN.
Last week it was.
I'm pretty sure. And they did maybe it was 2 weeks ago, but it was a press conference in the Oval Office, and it had like doctors and nurses and da da da. And he was like, we have all, and you know, Trump loves to make these blanket statements. And he's like, we have so much PPE. It's the best PPE. It's the most PPE. Like whatever
Every absolute-
superlatives
yes.
he wants to. Did you do that, Punky?
These cats
So
are
rude.
so goddamn loud.
Okay,
like it's
no.
So do you know that Ham Hock just put
The small cat,
Poor
Carrot.
little. Okay, so here's the deal. I have two
my
cats, and I
God.
swear to God, I'm not going to continue talking about cats. I have two
But
cats.
they also know you have two cats, Matilda and Dora. They have heard. They've
and
met them.
Matilda is being sweet, and she was cuddling on the same chair as Carrot.
Why did you do that?
And then Punky just
Punky-
put Carrot at Matilda's face, and then Matilda hissed and then ran away. and now
That was
You
really
heard
fucked
that.
up.
I can't.
We are
not
slow-
spending this whole episode talking
look,
about cats again.
But I just want.
no.
Okay,
I refuse.
Carrot has spread herself across the entire blanket.
But
the
she's a
baby gets
pound.
what the baby gets.
The baby gets what the baby wants. It's okay.
Oh my God.
All right, sorry
that was
everybody.
really cruel.
Sometimes we get so serious, I have to just break it up a
No,
little bit.
which is good.
Stupidity.
No,
I
which
but-
is
apologize.
actually good.
But so
Also, make
Also,
note
I've
that
been-
everything I've said, Kate has been able to find it, and Lee's saying something, and Kate can't find it. So I just want to let everyone know that Lee is making up some bullshit.
I believe you, girl. Because Lee's
I
gonna
said
cut
Michael
you
Jackson said y'all niggas need to be 21.
I didn't question your
Every-
Michael Jackson bullshit. I mean, you've been 100 this
All
whole
I'm saying
time.
is that it sounded unbelievable, but it was found.
Look, that just sounded.
I disagree with you.
I can't, but I believe you, Lee. I just can't find it. Like,
I'm gonna provide you.
I'm sorry. I just can't
Kate
find
was like,
it.
you know what? It could have been
Kate
suppressed.
Shady.
Wait, here's the deal.
Suppressed, Lee, it's
I'm
fine.
gonna provide Kate with a link to this fucking live
please.
broadcast.
Link it, Lee.
I'm gonna
Link
link it.
I'll put it in the description. I promise, Lee. I won't do you dirty. I won't do you dirty. Okay, so
Lee was like, it happened like a week ago. I mean, it could have been 2 weeks ago, but
I mean, you're talking about 86, bitch. And how's her shit checking out from 86? She wasn't even alive. I hate her.
Lee's like, and you were there, and you were there, and Trump was there, and McBurglar.
I think
there was- I think there was a
rainbow.
Okay.
And
we're gonna get to. So we have a series of questions that have been asked.
Let's do it.
So
people
okay.
care about us?
I know, isn't it crazy?
so
They-
weird.
They actually are listening. Thank you to the listeners.
Wow, bless them. Send them
God bless them.
all the
Bless
money
you
you make
all.
from this
Jesus.
podcast.
Oh, so much money.
Oh yeah,
So
we're
rich.
making all the money. We're making
So rich.
like
We're in the
wait, where's
money.
Trump's check? I need another check. Okay.
Okay. So the first question I got, which I thought was interesting because there was no context, it was just, "Are you guys mad?" That was the question I got. That's literally
Such an open-ended
I
question.
know. And
Yeah,
I was
I'm
like-
fucking pissed.
Yeah, I
What you
was
want
like-
to know?
about my roommate, about fucking-
Elaborate.
Yeah.
well, I would have to listen to the last podcast to answer that.
I'm mad
we
because
probably-
Netflix is doing construction.
We probably said something.
Yeah.
The
So
last one we were talking about.
yeah, I think it was in response to staying like closed or having to do. I mean, I'm making this up, but I think it was like in regards to changing how we would interact with customers.
Here's the thing. I would never be mad at someone doing something that they think will save my life, even if they were wrong. Like, if you
I
think
agree
this
with
is going to
that.
save my life, I'm not mad at that.
Right,
If
I'm
you want
with
me to
that.
stay inside because you think I'll live and my mother will live, nope, I'm not going to be mad at that.
Because here's
So-
the deal: in these circumstances, and I think that this is where people lose sight of reality. Honestly, is that the doctors are hurrying to catch up. No one knows what the fuck is going on right now, and they're really, really trying as fast as they can to.
What do you mean
catch up.
hurrying to catch up though? Elaborate on that.
That the disease is moving faster than science. So science is hurrying to catch up. So they're doing everything they can to get to where we are in our current state. But by the time, it's like you get there and then it's already 10 feet ahead of you. Like,
Sure.
you know what I mean? So I feel like it's so easy to go backwards and be like, but you said this then, and now this is false. And so I can prove that. But it's like, but why are you holding on to that? Like, these people are working really hard to save you and try to figure this shit out for you. So now we're going back 2 months, and none of us knew shit 2 months ago. Like, now you're going to try to hold, like, I know that doctors are specifically supposed to know more than we are, and they do.
Sure.
However, you're also not trusting what they're telling you at the same time. So it's, I don't know. It just seems like everybody wants to be their own expert.
That's the armchair expert. That's
they're
separate.
all
Like,
armchair experts.
Everybody knows everything retrospectively.
Yes. And it's much easier
Girl,
to do that.
retrospectively.
when you
highlight
go
that.
back,
SAT hot words. Okay.
when you go back to March 12th, all of us could have solved many problems on
Sure.
March 12th if we had the information we have now. But we're still not doctors, and we still don't know the science behind it. We still don't know, like Trump keeps telling us that there's vaccines, and then we have people that are saying, the vaccine is still a year out
So
if we're lucky,
Okay,
if
so-
everything goes right.
So are you mad?
I'm not mad at all.
Okay.
I think that it was it shook my lifestyle, and that's scary. And I think that I have a simpler lifestyle than a lot of people do because I don't have kids and I live by myself right now and all the things. So I'm not saying, like, if I didn't have 2 kids and I wasn't, if I had 2 kids and 2 parents that were on unemployment and I didn't know if we were going to be able to pay our house note and all those things, like, I'm sure that the stress level would make me
Mad.
crazier and more mad than I am now.
Bianca, are you mad?
No, not absolutely not. I love that this is, in a way, whether you think it's like, I need my freedom or not, the nice thing is everyone has asked for a time of pause, asked for, like, whether it's been like, God, I've worked so much, I'm so exhausted, I would love, like, a break. Yeah, you're getting a little bit more than you bargained for, but
Hello.
as a community, as
You
a
really want.
right, careful what you wish for,
want, what
bitch.
you
Careful
really,
wish
really
for.
want.
But what you wish for?
But as a society, we're all on the same page. And I think that happens so rarely in a lifetime where everyone experiences the thing together. And that's something that gets spoken about for years and years and decades to come. Like your grandma talking about the Great Depression. Oh, how it was like in the 70s when there was like there was a gas ration. And like, so I think there is something really bonding, and the more mediums, the more media there are, the more diverse we get. So I was speaking about this on my podcast. Like back in the day, you could have been like, let's say Farrah Fawcett was famous, all races, all immigrants, all whatever. Farrah Fawcett was famous from little kids to grandparents. There's very few people who are like that now. There's people like Snoop Dogg. Every old lady knows who Snoop Dogg is. Mm-hmm. And every young kid knows who Snoop Dogg is. Like, there's very few people who get to be known, and it's because we all experience them in the same way.
Same as Michael Jackson going
yeah,
back
Michael
to the last
Jackson.
episode.
Well,
yeah.
yes, let's keep it.
But
all
Michael
above
Jordan.
board.
Michael
Jordan. Let's
all
be
the Michaels.
yeah,
Michael J.
Michaels.
Fox. No,
I mean, still though, yes.
still, hello, Fumi Sha-na-na-na. But I just mean, we don't get to be on the same page anymore. And that's when you have like similarities, traditions, likeness, culture, blah, blah, blah. Now we're so diversified. There's people who are famous on YouTube I've never heard of.
Facts.
And they have like 100 million followers. And that's interesting, right? There's just something interesting about that. So the fact that coronavirus is kind of forcing us to all be on the same medium, the same page, the same
The level playing
experiences,
field. Yeah.
it really is nice. And then, if you take the layer off, another layer to reveal is like, well, how are you doing your quarantine? Like, I watch a lot of Locked Up Raw, and I know that's not the greatest. I know, but listen, I do,
So on
and I
brand.
love it. And let me tell you something. You know what the COs tell them?
What?
They say, do not sleep your sentence.
Okay.
Don't
use
sleep
it.
your sentence.
Use
do
it.
something with the sentence. You're here for 2 years. Do something for 2 years. You can do this. You can do that. Blah blah
What's
blah.
your sentence?
Like, okay, you have 2 years.
You're locked up for.
Oh, you're
Sleep it
not.
away.
Oh, your
For how
sentence,
long you're
not
locked-
your sentence.
Punky
It's
is
a
so
sentence,
privileged.
bitch.
She ain't
Same
know what that
thing. It's
meant.
same word.
It means two different words, two different things.
I just been watching a lot of porn.
Oh
So
my
much
God.
fucking
Well, she's doing her own growth.
Yep.
Okay.
Shift.
sorry.
Shift.
Porn,
Wait,
I
can I just go back? Can I just go back to what
Same.
Bianca
I'll
was
just-
saying before we go really dark? And
I'm
really
scared to watch
fucking-
too much more porn. They might fucking hack my Facebook like they did last time.
Hello.
Every time I watch
Oh
a
no!
whole
The
bunch
last
of,
time you watched porn, we
I
all
was
got a
watching
message from
Lee.
like Hamid, whatever.
What were you about to
so
say?
I have to stop watching porn
Okay,
to go to
listen,
hack me
Punky,
again. I'm sorry.
No, but okay. Here's
Sorry,
here's
Binky.
all I want to say about the political things. So we're just like so. Binky was
So
saying, Bianca was saying that
It's Binky, bitch.
it's Binky bitch.
The audience knows you as Bianca, though.
Oh, sorry.
but
For the
it's Bianca.
400th time, yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, do I repeat myself that
Lee,
much?
all the time. Get focused. Get focused.
I've been really tired.
It's all right, Lee.
We
I'm
love
sorry.
you.
noticed.
We
It's
love
a-
you.
Lee, it's
We
a
love you.
40-year-old trait, bitch. I'm sorry.
Do not say her
tired.
age. You better blank that.
I'm
That is
41.
Her
I
No,
will.
Lee always
I will.
Lee
No,
say
she says she's 41. She
Lee
says it
say
all the time.
41 17 times.
Yep.
Today.
Lee,
And
what's wrong with
Mississippi.
you?
I'm
and pastry
41,
chef.
so I just want everybody to know.
Because I want people to understand what I'm going through, and I am fine
Okay,
as fuck.
sorry.
So
No,
I'm
I'm
not
sorry. I'm
scared.
sorry.
Lee
No, I'm
is
sorry.
fine as
I'm sorry.
fuck.
Focus. Punky, we can hear it.
Oh, y'all can hear me? Okay.
Oh,
yes.
you got her. No, but don't you think that it's interesting that I feel like Trump is an isolationist?
Divide and conquer, bitch.
Yes. So I feel like in this situation that we're in, which is like like you were saying, like it's the most globally unifying. Yeah, thank you. Like experience that we've had in a really long time.
Ever in my lifetime.
I mean, 100 years, a century at least,
Yeah.
right? So
Well, I'm 102, so maybe
I mean,
I've
you,
lived
so
through
you
two.
mentioned like something in the 70s with the gas crisis, and then I mean, there's been war,
But that doesn't
So-
unify.
It
That
doesn't unify. It unifies some people. So like, there's been like half the country, half the world that's been unified on like the Allies.
Well, sure, I was
Maybe
alive.
like World War II.
Yeah, I was
But,
alive
I mean,
for
then
9/11, maybe, but that doesn't
Yeah.
unify the world because we were killing people.
No, because 9/11 was happened for something. I mean, I'm
Okay,
not saying.
Come on, brush past it. Come on, Lee, get focused.
Okay. Anyway,
Come on.
but I'm just saying, it's if you want to talk about conspiracy theories, it's just interesting to
don't, though.
think about. We don't. if we have this president that's so divisive in our own country, why wouldn't he also be divisive in the rest of the world? And it just feels like if there's this moment at which the entire globe could come together and experience something together, and then we have a president who keeps telling us that we're like bigger and better every
Sure.
time.
Yeah.
And we're not, but and he keeps getting disproved, but it's like every time it's just the sound bites he's going for. It's gross.
Well, he has dementia, like he does.
I don't think
Sorry.
he has dementia. I just think that he's a narcissist who he has no sense of presence. Like he literally is not present in any moment of his life.
Sure.
Because he's so concerned with his own ego. And I think that's a real thing.
We're gonna move on. Do you guys know how you're going to spend the rest of the few months of whatever this looks like? Do you guys have a plan?
With my mama.
Okay, so are you going back?
Bitch, I'm going to buy this car. I'm going home.
When
Okay,
you
you're going to Louisiana. You are going back.
Economically
Hopefully next
inefficient.
week. Hopefully I'll have a new car by next week.
So
next week?
So you're about to.
I'm making appointments and I'm going to test drive these Mazdas.
Now, are you going to keep your place here?
Mazda?
Stop it, Lee.
Because I don't
understand
like any
Mazda.
of
So
these.
annoyed with this.
Listen,
know.
listen. I want to let everybody
Mazda.
know.
This
I
isn't
want
that
to let
podcast, though. There
everybody
you go.
know. Okay. I'm the type of person that like to keep my brand up. Like right now, I drive a 2017 Camaro top down. I mean, I be out here styling.
No,
okay?
you look great, but
No,
a
you do.
Mazda is not that cool.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I have to start realizing what's more important. Is my image of this car more important, or do I need to buy the best road car that I can buy to get across the country? To
But
go
it's
see
not
my
the
mother?
best
That's a
road car.
Honda. That's not
Listen,
a Mazda,
but
bitch.
also keeping my image up a little bit. I do not like these CRVs, bitch. Now I look like I got two fucking children.
Real quick,
I don't.
if
what
Honda
about the
wants,
Nissan?
I don't like Nissans. I
Nissan's
don't
terrible.
like. I love Hondas, Hondas, but I love Honda
Excuse
cars.
me.
I don't like Nissans.
Land Rover.
I don't like the Toyotas. I don't want a Land Rover. So the rich
Range
people
Rover?
could be like,
Guzzle gas.
the rich people could be like, ew, your dumbass couldn't get a Range Rover.
Well, if you don't care,
and
just
then
get
like,
a fucking,
But you know what you should get
fucking
then?
Prius, bitch.
No,
I
then you
don't
should
want no
get-
fucking Prius. I want a SUV, and the Mazda CX-9
I know which one you're talking about, but
is the only SUV that I actually like style wise.
Real quick,
have
we
you
have-
looked at a Lexus?
Because
I don't like Lexus. My sister have a Lexus. I don't like the way Lexus runs.
Can't pay
Because
my
that's a Toyota, and that gets
rent, all my money's
good gas
spent.
mileage.
I don't like Toyota.
Real
I don't
quick,
like
if any of y'all want to sponsor this podcast, though, like we will speak highly of whatever car brand you bring
And we
to
love
the table.
Casadores.
And
Oh,
you
we
can
do
also
love
sponsor
Casadores.
this too.
We like the rice chips from
Okay.
We like
Trader Joe's.
Bonitos.
There's
Bonitos.
there's a
bean
lot of
chips.
opportunities here, guys. Please listen. Lee,
Wine.
how are you about to spend the next few months? You haven't answered.
I'm baking a lot, so I'm happy about that.
Wait, are you a
And
pastry chef?
I'm not going to say it again
I love you so
because
much.
that would be ridiculous.
I love you.
I really want to go see my mommy, but I don't know.
Punky and
sorry.
Bianca, this is an audio medium.
I'm
you have
so sorry.
microphones
I'm
in front of
sorry.
your face.
Not sit by each other. Lee, you're so bad.
Lee, you might go see your mama.
I might go see my mom, but if I
Mommy.
did that, I would rent. I mean, I own a Jeep and
Oh, flex.
flex. It gets the worst gas mileage on the planet,
Oh, wow.
but I love it so much.
Cool. It feels nice.
And I'm going to have it forever. So I would rent a car if I was going to drive. I wouldn't fly to Mississippi. I would rent a car to drive to Mississippi because I feel like I could
Fly,
control.
they're running at 9% capacity.
Yeah, but
But they're also they're not honoring.
I just
anything
don't.
they said
I
they
don't
would.
trust them.
Yeah.
I trust that I can leave my car and wear a mask and wear gloves and wash my
yeah, yeah.
hands and go stay in a hotel and all those things. But I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, I don't know. I need to talk to her doctor. Like my mom has deficiencies, and I just need to. I need.
Can
to
you
talk to
take
her.
a test?
I can take a test, but then it's like
We can only take the test if we actually have the virus live in our system.
No. Now
You
we can
take
take
no
it.
matter
You can
what
do
in
immunity?
LA County. Not immunity.
No, we can't
take
do
it for any
antibody.
reason. You
Oh,
don't
right,
have
right.
to.
But I mean more that like the only thing the test will prove is whether or not we have COVID-19
Yes.
right now.
Well,
Yes.
at least she could take it and then
Drive
isolate
away,
for a
yeah.
few days till she gets her results back and then go.
yeah,
Yeah.
But here's
But
the
it's
problem:
hotels
is
on
like,
the way.
but then it's like if and I know that it's safer than flying technically because of the
Facts.
recirculated air, but it's also like, where do I stay? Do I stay in my car? Do I not talk to anybody? Do I not get in?
Hotels. I mean, that's what I'm about to do. Hotels and then quarantine for 2 weeks. When I
But
get
then
there.
I can't. Where do I quarantine for 2 weeks?
Oh, I'm gonna be in the basement.
Mississippi ain't got no basements
Oh,
because
that's
it's
rough.
like above.
Hurricane
It's like
territory.
right
Well,
at flood
can you stay in
flood
it?
level.
Just get an Airbnb.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
I
I mean,
just-
it'll be expensive, but or even
Not
just
in Mississippi.
yeah.
Yeah, nobody's going to Mississippi.
Well, an Airbnb is.
Please, we'll pay you.
Please come here.
But no,
Okay.
I mean, I want to do the same thing that Punky's doing is my point, but it's like my mom has cancer, and she's not been getting her therapy because
Sure.
they won't let her do it right now, which I appreciate. And it's not like a crazy form of cancer, but it's like it directly attacks her immune system.
No, you have to be super careful. She's also of the age range,
And
that
she's
is-
75.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's like all the things.
Yeah, what's it worth? But we
Yeah.
don't know what it's going to turn into.
Facts.
We don't know what this is going to look like.
We don't know how long.
I think people think a vaccine's going to come out and everyone's going to be like, cool, let's go back to licking fucking butts. And it's like, no.
It's going to take a couple years. It's going to take a couple years, though. For real. Like, it's like,
We're 18 months out from a vaccine, but like also licking butts is a separate.
first of all,
issue.
I just got into licking butts.
No. Okay.
Well,
Here we go.
that was the only
Here
time I
we
got an E.
fucking
coli
go.
infection is because
Dear
someone licked my butt.
God, Bianca. No, new question. Here we go. All right.
It's a shameful experience that I needed to start talking about.
No, not on this podcast. Talk to Neil about it. He cares. Here we go.
Sorry, guys. I thought we were open to talk about.
No,
Wow.
you
This is not
guys.
a safe space.
No,
Hey.
it is not a safe space. Margaret is here.
Margaret.
So
Oh,
focus.
Margaret is the producer of this podcast.
Wow, Margaret.
Do you guys know anyone that has quit the Comedy Store officially or has gone back home for good out of this?
No.
I don't.
Me, bitch. I'm about to be gone.
You're gonna be gone for
You're not
good.
gone for good. You're not gone for
Okay.
good. You're gone for a couple months until this fucking shit is
I know.
figured
Okay,
Okay,
out.
so
Oh,
nobody.
man.
So we don't
Nobody.
know.
We
don't know
Door
anybody
guys?
that's quit for
Door
good,
guys.
no.
Nobody.
No.
Nobody. Okay. So I was asked that. Do we know any comics that have left or will leave? I have one comic that I was told, but I don't know.
Comics
Earl-
come and go, bitch. They're like allergy.
Well, one of them.
I don't agree. I don't respect them at all with that shit.
Bianca's
They'll be
telling
back.
on herself.
That was the funniest thing.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna leave that
It
alone.
just scratches, sneezes.
Okay.
Bianca, meanwhile, is the one that has a fucking
And
tissue
I'm like,
in
I
front
got
of
a
her.
comic issue
I need a
going on here.
Claritin.
I really don't want to ask this question because this question is sad, but this was asked, so I'm gonna ask it. I'm sorry, guys. Do you want me to? I'll skip
Yeah.
it.
Is it that
Skip
anybody
it.
died?
Yeah, that was the question. Do we
Did
know
we know
anyone?
anybody
Do we
that
know
named
anyone
that
that died?
died?
That's like when you ask a Ouija board, like,
or do
when
you-
am I gonna die?
Or it's
Like,
also when you ask, like, oh, are your
morbid.
parents still alive? You know anybody? Like, I was like, ooh.
I've accidentally done that.
No, but I tell you one thing to all you young people out there, y'all
Young
better be
people?
careful because I have a niece and she just turned 21 and she has traveled everywhere. She done went to Miami. Where you going? Oh, I'm going quarantine and chill. She done went quarantine and chill in Miami. She done went quarantine and chill in Atlanta and quarantine and chilled in Dallas. And now she's quarantining and chilling at home in New Orleans trying to go see my mama. And I'd be like, oh,
No.
I'd be like, look, bitch,
No.
you need to stay your ass with your mama.
Yeah.
So I just, like, I feel like if something happened to my parents, I'm going to kill her. I don't care, bitch. I'm going
No,
to jail.
I don't want anybody
Yeah.
coming at my mama right now. Like, my
What's-
mom and Bill are inside.
If you want to do it, if you want to just go against what the government says, if you're a conspiracy theorist, that is fine. You go do you, boo-boo. I do not judge you, but stay the fuck away from me.
Please, please, forever. Just do
You.
Do you?
And no judgment.
But
you
do you
have your
over
belief.
there.
Yeah.
But
and
that's the
stay away from
problem.
my
It's like,
parents.
and this is what Chandler was saying on the last episode. It was like, it's like a drunk driver. It's
Yes.
like, if you kill yourself, great. But if you kill
other people?
another
Great.
car full of people,
Yes.
Fantastic. Suicide by car. But Lee, your point was if you were the only one
if
affected
you're the
by
only
your
one
shitty
affected,
decision,
I didn't mean great.
That's good.
punk is just
inflection. It
coming
was
for
good
everybody.
inflection.
No, I got
Lord.
it. Lord.
I get it. I know. I was just being a dick.
No, but if you but it's like if you have a suicide or a death wish and you
Fine.
are going out and living your life in that way, okay, fine, you
Do
kill
you.
yourself. But like, and I'm not saying that doesn't affect other people, but I'm just saying like if you then take that death wish into like and you have suicidal tendencies and you fucking kill another family full of people in a car,
Sure.
then it's fucked. It's selfish
Because
you
it
know?
isn't just about you. It's about
Exactly.
you, what you did to other people.
So that's what this is about. This
Sure.
is about like, yeah, okay. Even if they opened all the businesses in Los Angeles right now, I would still wear a mask everywhere I go.
Well,
Because-
technically we have to. So
I know, it's
people
a
are
I don't think
defying-
that's going away.
but people are defying that. So people are like, fuck that. We don't.
yeah, but
I
some
went
people
to
are
the
like, you
post
can't come
office.
in here.
Yeah, I went to I told you about
Again?
the post office. Oh, I told y'all that last week?
Yes, last
Jesus
week.
Christ.
Oh, bitch,
Are
I
you
don't know. The
Lee?
days are running
Are
into each
you
other.
Lee?
They run it. The fucking days are
Jesus
running into each
Christ.
other.
Wait, I'm
Like,
from Mississippi and I'm a
Oh,
pastry
oh my
chef.
God, Lee, brand new information.
That's so weird.
Punk, you went to the post
Drink,
office? Did
drink,
the guy have a
drink.
MAGA hat on? Did he fucking come at you and say,
He was
make
like, I'm
America
going.
great again?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
I'm
great.
sorry. Oh my god.
No
What
one.
do I say a lot?
These weeks running
do
into
me.
You don't because you actually have your own podcast and you know how this works.
Damn, I
Sorry.
I
really
just like to
everybody
lay.
in the
I'm
room.
laying on my couch. Somebody is feeding me grapes right now, and I'm just repeating
Oh,
myself over and
God.
over again.
Someone's
That's what I
licking
do.
her ass as we speak.
Bianca.
Sorry.
What did I say?
Say that.
Bianca does get in trouble, guys.
Oh my God. Okay,
I'm a
so
teacher's pet, bitch.
I was also asked. So when I told a couple people that this was going to be like the last like time that we were all together and that things were going to be different going forward for the rest of quarantine, I was asked two things. I was asked, are we going to start a podcast, the four of us together? And then I was asked, are we going to stay in touch and release more
course.
episodes like during this time? And I said it would depend on you guys and like where you guys were and
Well, where
our
are you
schedules.
going?
So
Ain't
I'll just be
nobody
in
going
Ohio.
anywhere.
Yeah, like I'll
Well,
just
you
be.
need to
Why
leave
are you
all your
going to
equipment
Ohio?
here.
No, I'm bringing the equipment with me.
No. You need to
Punky.
leave it here, bitch, and then we will hold
Continue
the mic.
without me?
But
We will
speaking-
hold. No,
But
we will
speaking
hold
from
the
the person
microphone.
that's driving to New Orleans next
she's
week.
leaving.
Yeah, I forgot. Never mind. I forgot I was leaving.
Leave two mics here.
Okay, well, Earl will let you borrow them because
Earl,
they're
please
not
let us
leaving.
borrow two mics.
Yeah.
Wait,
they're not
wait,
leaving.
wait.
I can hold a mic.
Why don't you just
for
find a
phone.
spot here?
So I went and saw two spots this week, and I didn't get either of them because they were like, "Oh, you're second in line." They were like independently owned. They
What
were
about
great.
here? Is that too much?
It's the financial piece that makes me nervous because
How much
if
were
we're well, I could do like based on unemployment and everything. If we get the extra 600, in
Right.
theory, I could do like between 16 and 18 and feel okay.
Oh, Jesus. That's a lot.
That's a lot,
But
Kate.
the
Everything else is
issue,
under.
well, the issue becomes how long are we about to do this? I'm saying for right now, I could do that. But if we're 6 months out from when the
right?
comedy
It's
store
scary
opens,
to
I don't know.
sign up for something.
But I do feel like, I really do feel like though, that because, I mean, so the complex I live in is in a part of town that's being gentrified currently. And
East Hollywood,
East
what
Hollywood, what's up? So it's not as expensive as like Los Feliz, which is literally 0.9 miles east of us.
It's where I live right now.
which is amazing. And
With the crazy
I lived
person.
there before. Yes.
Not worth it, by the way.
Not worth it. So the reason I moved here was because it was close to that, but it was literally like $300 or $400 less a month for a 1-bedroom at that when I moved in probably 3 years ago.
And East Hollywood, I love East Hollywood. I love where we are right now.
And now things are building up. There's bars. It's walkable. I walked to 2 different grocery stores. I mean, it's a cool neighborhood. So now in my building, which is a good building with a yard and like we all share a courtyard, but 2 bedrooms have gone down $200 a month.
which is significant in the brief period of time that we've been in quarantine.
And the 1-bedrooms, like, I feel like it's going to be at least 150.
But how long? Okay, so predictive behaviors, in theory, how long do you guys think that we actually are before we even open a soft opening on the Comedy Store? Because last episode we talked about, okay, we think like maybe June 15th, sometime in June, because that's kind of what we were told. Or I was told.
I feel like July.
July
we'll
1?
do a soft open somehow.
I think
Okay.
August. I feel like August. I feel like it's going to be mid-August is
what I
a
think,
soft
too.
open. And then by the end of the year, we'll maybe be getting back to a sort of normal.
Full capacity normal, or what do you mean normal?
I don't know, man. We were the thing is though, it's like, will the world ever get back to full capacity normal? I don't
mean,
think so.
No, it will.
I think
But
it
we
will
were
too.
squeezing,
But-
but we were squeezing so many people into like, I know that not like over fire standards or whatever, but like we were squeezing people in, like we were moving chairs and like figuring it out. And I think that
And 2 shows a night in every room.
if we're in a customer service industry, I think that people are going to be complaining about it more. You know what I mean?
No, what do you
Oh,
mean?
they're not going to ever do
What do you
that
mean?
again.
Yeah, what do you mean complaining?
I mean,
about
I would. I'd be like, excuse me, the table is a little bit too close.
I wouldn't
That's
want.
Miss Punky's
no,
Karen.
that's what I mean. though.
Why is the server really at the table?
yeah,
I mean,
like,
I
if
can
my butt
yell
is
my
on
drink
people.
order.
No, I would
like
would
it. We
literally like
space.
have to like get on my tippy toes and suck in my ass and my belly to like squeeze through
And
tables.
Lee's tiny, and that's true. I had to do that too. Like,
No,
we're-
it's like
but
no,
none
it's,
of us are big.
But that's what I mean. I feel like people are going to start to have a different expectancy of what life in public is like.
But what about the people that are like, "Fuck you, this is fake"?
They're,
and want to get
I
back?
feel like those
Those
people,
are the people living. Those people live in Wisconsin.
no, some of them are here, but
They're
I
here.
work with some of them.
No, but I think that those people aren't as prevalent as they seem on the
Boy,
internet.
they seem loud. Boy, they seem
They're
loud.
really loud because they're yelling a lot, but they're not as prevalent as we think they are.
So you think that the response would be negative towards us if we aren't honoring? Oh, like stay away from me, that kind of shit. Is
Well,
that what
because
you
if
mean?
you look at it like, okay, already the way that people were sat in our club,
it was gang. It was sardines in a can.
People were pissed off about it in
Already.
life.
Sure. Before
And now
all of
we've
this.
been through 6 months of quarantine, and now you're gonna make them sit 2 centimeters away
Yeah.
from some stranger. Like, there's no way this is gonna. We're never gonna.
This
go
doesn't
back
go
to
well.
That.
Yeah. Well, and like it's crazy to think about. Like since March 13th, we have been in this situation as Comedy Store employees.
Yeah.
It is May 15th almost. That's the 15th is tomorrow.
Oh.
Ooh.
And
Which is the end of the quarantine, which is not the end of the quarantine.
Oh no, now it's technically July 15th. So now we still had you told us March 13th, hey, y'all are about to be in this until maybe August. What would y'all
No,
have
they'd
done?
never do that.
They just wouldn't have told us that.
No, because it really fucks with people.
Yeah, we would have gone crazy.
You have to deal with the mental health
I
issue
still
of
kinda
it also.
crazy. I mean, like, if they would have told us now, June, I would have been like, all right, I could do another 4 weeks. And then June, they would have said July, I would have been like, okay, I could do another 4 weeks.
But if they told you in
But
March,
now they're saying, no, bitch, no.
if they said in March, this is about to be till July, what
I
would
would
you
have killed, bitch.
Right?
Are you kidding me?
say? I was saying
Well, that's why I feel like they got mad at that lady saying it's going to be till the end of the July.
No,
to the end of
100%.
July,
Yeah, they were
because
like,
it's
hey,
They
shut
were
up.
like, bitch, what are you talking about? This was a secret meeting. Why are you saying
Right,
this?
it's like-
yeah.
It's
You
like
toked on us.
Roswell when they were like, yeah, it's
Hello.
a UFO. And then it was like, it was a weather balloon.
Bianca believes in aliens.
I do believe it.
I
clear.
back Bianca
So
up.
does
I
Lady.
also believe in aliens.
But I
Come
don't
on.
believe in all
I'm
these
a
other-
Martian.
oh my god,
Of course.
here goes Pinky.
Listen, I just don't believe in all the wackadoo
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
okay? I believe
Yeah.
in aliens, not the wackadoo shit.
Cool, because they.
Yes,
Okay, cool. No judgment.
aliens are not wackadoo.
No, I know.
You think
Listen,
we're the only one? What kind of
No, I
fucking
don't.
human supremacist are you? You think we're the only ones that made it to a planet?
You're a human supremacist.
Human
I'm
supremacist.
I
just
believe
trying.
in Stephen King.
Okay, I'm just trying to produce a
sapiens,
podcast.
Homo supremacist. Wait.
Bye.
Well,
I
y'all
don't know
let me
about
just produce a
homo
podcast. Okay.
No, Kate.
Homo
No, we won't.
supremacist.
So the four of you have been on this journey with me this whole time. Do you guys have anything left to say before Bianca and Punky melt into the same human and just fight each other on the couch? Does anybody have anything to say in regards to the last episode where we were all together? And like, first of all, thank you guys so much for listening this whole time. It has been such a pleasure. But do you guys want to say
I got
anything
something
else?
to say. When we first started doing this podcast, I didn't think it was going to be an every week thing. And then you just started hitting us up every week. I'm like, this bitch wants to do this every week.
I'm an asshole, I know.
I was like, I didn't know this was a fucking every week thing.
Sorry.
But the thing is, that's how this quarantine has been. I was like, oh shit, we about to be inside for another week. And the thing is, I'm just kind of getting used to it. So I'm kind of a little broken that you're leaving. I was really getting into rolling into this thing every week. I was really looking forward to your text messages on Monday to see.
I
love
know.
you.
Kate's
you know,
such a
Tuesday,
good
Wednesday, or
producer.
Thursday.
I love y'all.
And now things are going to be different. This kind of gave me a little purpose, and
I love y'all.
I'm upset that you're leaving.
Well,
know.
we can still all do this. We can still do this. But Bianca, do you have anything? I'll speak to that in a second. I love you. But go ahead.
I want to say I think you've been a really you have the personality skills to be a fucking amazing producer,
I
and
love you.
also on air, like your voice is good. You're very focused.
I
You
love
can
that this has
wrangle us.
become a like Kate is amazing. Come on,
No,
y'all.
why we
love Kate.
No, wait, you're bossy, okay?
Bossy as
Listen, don't talk to Margaret. Talk
You're,
to Kate.
you're very focused. I think it's
love
hard
you.
to wrangle adults, and I
Yes.
think you've done a really
Facts.
good job. I think you are. You've been a nice. This meeting has really been like a nice light for me.
Yeah, it really
Something
has.
like I look forward to. I do find in the quarantine, I literally will be like, I'm gonna have a scoop of ice cream tomorrow. Like I look forward to shit. I space my shit out. I'm like,
Same.
and then on Tuesday I have spaghetti. Like I have to look forward to some shit because shit is bleak a little, and this has been something I've looked forward to.
Well, I appreciate you doing it.
Unfortunately, a little too much wine at the.
Hello.
If it's too wine top heavy, sometimes you go ramble on. I can ramble. Ramble on. But this is cool, and I hope people found us interesting in all the
did.
different spaces and
They did.
together and separate. And thanks for making that happen, Kate. And you
Well,
did a
thanks
good
for-
job of doing it.
No, I appreciate
So
you.
thanks
Thank
for
you for doing. But I appreciate the you guys answering because my ego is thriving right now. But do you have anything to say to sort of the people that have been listening, or like anything that you're like, hey,
Yes, absolutely. Listen to my podcast. It's called How Neil Feel.
Lee? We're moving on to Lee. Lee, all right.
Wait,
Lee.
Kate, no,
Nope,
Kate, let me
we've
finish
moved
that.
on.
Wait, one more
We've
thing.
moved on.
One more thing.
God damn it.
Wait, one more thing.
That's why I don't have
and
him on the
also,
podcast.
okay, and separately,
God damn it.
wait, and separately, listen, y'all, just make sure you end up out of this a little bit, even if it's a millimeter or like a 0.5 degree better than you entered. You know what I've done? Something that's so frivolous, like not even a thing. I took a scrubber and I was like, what if I scrubbed my body every day with this exfoliator? And let me tell you something. I am so fucking
Stupid
smooth.
ass.
No,
She is.
legitimately, I'm
Silky
so
brown
smooth. And I
skin.
tell people, I'm like, touch me. I'm so smooth. And it's like, I've got to experiment with myself. So do something, whether it's scrubbing your ass and being like, you have the little bumps. It's just
Yes.
the bumps.
I hate
They
the bumps
are
on my
gone.
ass.
They're gone, bitch.
I need your
So
scrubber.
do one thing a day. You know what I've
One
done?
thing a day.
Do 10 push-ups a day.
Okay.
I mean,
Just
I
do
that.
that.
I
Do
do
10
100.
push-ups.
Okay,
I do
Punky.
50.
One upper.
All right,
Do
Lee.
it- do
Let
a-
Bianca talk, y'all.
Do a lip scrub. Do it
So
like
just
a
improve.
meditation. Look, this is an experiment. Right now we're petri dishes and we're just sitting.
Facts.
So whatever you want to improve on, just fucking try it.
Do it.
Because
sure.
guess what? You have plenty of time to try it and fail and try it again and fail and try it again and fail. And we might still be in quarantine. So
Hello.
hello.
Thank you for that, Lee. Come
Well,
on.
no, I just really. Oh Lord, these two.
Between Bianca and Punky, Lee's not going to get through her speech. Come
We
on,
should have
Lee.
never put them on
Never.
the same chair
Never.
together.
All right,
I just
These
didn't
dumb
know.
bitches.
I just
Before
didn't
Lee
know.
talks and she want to fucking.
Come on, Lee.
I'm not trying to be
say
stupid.
everybody.
Ew, you already
Look,
said your thing.
Everybody, look. No,
is
that was
such a
me
narcissist.
complimenting Margaret.
One upper.
Girl, fuck Margaret right now. Okay,
hate
listen,
you.
everybody. Honestly, at the end of the day, regardless of what you believe in, if you one of the guys that don't believe in this virus, or you one of the guys that do believe in this virus, just be safe and take care of your families and just be smart. That's it. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
I like that. Be smart.
That's it.
Come on, Lee. Speak on it. Talk about it, girl.
I mean, it's hard to focus when you've been interrupted 50 times.
We've been very
passive aggressive. Here we go.
We have a 1.75 milliliter fucking liter of tequila, bitch.
I really am just kidding. I haven't. It's
We
probably
drunk.
been 2 times. Okay.
Lee, you
so,
actually, you're the OG. You've been with me for 9 weeks.
No,
These
so I
girls
was-
have been in and out, but
I was going to say it's been.
I missed one day because I was dead. Okay,
And I wasn't invited
I
half the
fucking
time.
did.
I
Sorry,
had
Bianca.
to invite myself
I'm sorry,
half
Bianca.
the time.
I love
Well,
you.
you were in
fucking
Ireland being
listeners.
irresponsible,
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh my God, you're just like
And
my
then you had
fucking
to
listeners.
quarantine for 2 weeks.
I did.
No one
bitch.
trusted your ass.
I know, and they all made Lee be the bearer of bad news to my. She can't camp, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck all.
They
those
did
bitches,
make me
bitch.
do that, by
Yeah,
the
and I
way.
was like, fuck them. They're all whack.
I definitely was like, if she's gonna be there, I'm not.
Yo,
Coming.
Yeah,
can-
but you could have
can Lee
texted
do
me
her
and not
speech?
let Lee do it. Okay, talk
It
about
was
black
Lee's
paint.
party.
Okay, but you want to talk about
Lee
black
is
paint?
always the
What about
diplomat.
white
It was
paint?
Lee's
Okay, what
party.
about Lee paint?
All I said was
There is
Lee.
black on black crime going on in my chair right
All
now.
I said was
No,
So
no,
much
you
all
screaming.
heard
I said in
So
that
much
situation.
screaming.
Y'all, matter of fact, tell them to
No,
talk to me
no.
next week about
Tell
this.
them
No,
to
no,
talk
no,
to
let me tell you
Y'all
to
need to
Punky
ask
like
questions.
next week.
Lee was having a situation, and then Lee said,
Okay.
I didn't have a situation until somebody else gave me a
There is
situation.
a thing
Lee.
called you heard of T-Pain? How about Lee Pain? Okay,
Pain.
you guys are rude.
Lee was having a
Punky,
thing.
let Lee
Lee was
talk.
having a thing, and
No,
you know what? You
time out.
put it
No,
on.
fuck
No,
everybody. I need to address this.
I'll talk over
God
forever.
damn it.
I'll talk over.
Bianca,
You have
shush.
more of a,
Shush. Lee. Lee.
you have more of a risk of going to the grocery store than
Here we
I'm
go.
just saying.
Here
We're
we
in
go.
LA.
No, facts. Right.
Everything was all new
Every-
information at that
every-
time.
Okay, we know. Lee, I'm so sorry. You've been
If it happened
interrupted.
now, it would be different.
Punky! You have been interrupted 472
I mean, it's the
times.
story of my life at the Comedy Store, Kate.
Oh, God. Here we go. Who's got the violins? Somebody start playing them. Tune them up.
Kate, you want to know who the real victim is?
It's not my roommate. It's you, boo-boo.
I
It's
have
you,
been at the
boo-boo.
Comedy Store for 20 years.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
People have been talking over me.
Wait, I'm
for
about to
20
lay down.
years.
Let me lay down. Let me lay down. Okay, Lee, come on. Let us know.
Your last situation was my fault, by the way.
Punky!
Okay, I'm done.
She's a coward.
Lord.
God. Lee, talk to the audience.
Okay.
Ignore these bitches. Please talk to the audience.
coward.
This is the last episode, and this is chaos. Lee,
I'm sorry.
you have the floor.
Uh-huh.
You don't know what to do with the floor.
Wait, I keep doing
Bianca,
Playing
you
with my
stop
bangs.
it.
I'm playing with my bangs.
Lee, ignore
sprinkling
them. Lee.
imaginary dust on her.
I
head.
adopted a
Lee
cat
keep
named
leaving
Karen.
space for us to talk because she's not getting to the goddamn.
No, because
I'm
you are
gonna cut.
distracting me. Leave me alone.
Lee,
Yes.
what you got to say to the people?
The people need to know.
Not about your cats. We heard.
I'm going to try to give them all new
innovate,
shit.
Lee,
I'm going to
innovate.
try to innovate. Hold on. So I'm appreciative that Kate was like, hey,
No, I love
you
that.
want to, well, I reached out to Kate in the beginning. I was like, you have never asked me to do your podcast. And I'm upset about this. And you were like,
I asked her
didn't
if she
think,
talked shit about my podcast.
I
She
didn't
said,
think
"This
that
is
you
stupid."
wanted me to do your podcast.
I did.
I really never. I
Jump
was
Street.
like, I didn't understand because I was like, I've been in this business for so goddamn long. I don't know
want
how. Anyway,
Like, ain't nobody asked me to do a damn
well,
podcast.
that's
did
how
want her.
That's how it all started. And then when she came over, she was like, "Do you want to do a second episode that has to do with COVID because it's a unique experience?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And that was how it started. And then from then on, I was like, "I bet Hammock would want to do it." And then Bianca was off being irresponsible in Ireland for that whole time.
First of all, you went to
Talk
the grocery store with no PPE.
Talk to the
bitch.
listeners.
Same difference.
I probably did. But so then we ended up getting, and then Punky came in for a couple episodes, and then we found out that a mutual friend of ours had COVID, but she'd produced stuff with him and
Yeah.
like started stuff with him. So she was like, I'm going to be on lockdown for a minute. So that's why she was phoning in. But the whole thing has just been like, it's been a nice appointment
Yeah, same. I feel that way too.
when we haven't had an appointment.
yeah.
You know
Somewhere
what I
to be
mean?
when we haven't had to be anywhere.
Yeah. And, it's like, you get like, not to gross anybody out, but like you get caught up in your own.
Oh my God.
I'm so
Punky, put your phone.
Lee the one that was
Punky.
buying a
last
car.
week.
He's
Last week
buying
it
a
was Lee.
car.
Oh, now it's me.
Last week it was
You
Lee.
remind me of me
Punky was
when I was like
You
in my
remind
20s
me
being like,
of
she took
a
the
me.
last tampon. I didn't take it.
Lee,
I am
Lee,
so
don't
sorry.
encourage.
It just
Don't even
failed.
look at them. Why don't
Oh,
you
my
just
soul
say
wait,
it?
them?
failed.
What you mean by them?
I mean,
Here we
Hey.
go. Here we go. I put him on the same couch, and now I'm an asshole.
No,
Lee,
no. She's trying to buy a car, and I'm getting sucked in this. I won't even benefit from a Mazda.
I didn't even touch my phone. It failed.
Lee,
Okay, what was I just saying?
My
something
elbow.
nice to the audience. You were saying something to the people, and then it got interrupted because Punky has no soul, and then that's what happened.
No, it was just a nice appointment. It was, I was just saying, it was like, it's funny because like you get stuck in your own crazy for a minute and then you're like, there's no reason to, like, I mean, I'm clean and I and I bake, so I'm like, okay, I need to be clean. But like, you get caught in your own, like, I don't know, you forget to like that you need to vacuum your rug every fucking week or whatever. It's
if you
just
don't have
giving
people
me-
coming over.
No, but it's given me a reason to like have the same
Routine.
standards. I don't know, or the routine.
I'm going to interrupt you because Punky and Bianca are a mess.
I
and
just
it's
love because I'm just like, I'm clean. You know, I am
No,
clean.
She have reason to vacuum. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
Wow, so sentimental. Don't give a fucking eulogy.
reason to
And they
vacuum
gave
every
me a
week.
reason
I'm
to
I'm not saying
vacuum.
it's the most momentous occasion,
hold
but
on.
I'm just saying it's the
I love
little
it.
things these days,
I'm
goddamn it.
And this is full circle because Lee talked about it in the very
loving
first
this so
episode.
much.
No, she was like, "I've got a cottage kitchen. I've got insurance. Like,
That's
come,
cute. That
come."
is the cottage
Yes, and it is. And so the full circle theme of Lee having a clean
people
house,
in my house.
but she also talked about the rotting lemons and limes that she stole from the comedy store in the very first episode because she said, "Listen, I got a lot of these limes, and we had fruit flies for the first 2 episodes.
we
that
did have
recorded.
fruit flies for the.
bad
Kay was
were
batting them away for the first two
Aggressive.
episodes. Yeah.
So this is a full circle reference to how clean this apartment is.
And I was just like, everybody
It's
knows that
very
I have been
clean.
cooking for these motherfuckers every
Facts.
week for
Facts.
Very
10
good.
weeks.
She sure
and
has.
no one has gotten sick because I am very good at my
Yeah, true.
job.
I'm
Shake-
since the man.
It's shake and bake and I help.
And
though.
it's the best shit that they've ever eaten in their lives.
It is facts. You guys, so I just want to real quick, so just to get at everybody that's been on this ride this whole time, Lee Lamson Quay, if you look at at Lee.L.Q.
Yes.
But also at Abington Ave Pastry.
Yes.
Those are her social medias. Punky Johnson is at punky.johnson.
P-U-N-K-I-E, motherfuckers. I'm an
Oh, okay.
I-E type of gal.
And then
okay?
Bianca, the final, who doesn't follow me, but it's I fuck
don't follow
at.
you?
No, you don't. At
please
I
let me follow
fucks
back.
with
Ooh, that won't put you
Bianca.
on blast.
And-
IFUXWIT Bianca. I fucks with Bianca. Do you fucks with Bianca? You should.
You should.
Real quick, I gotta plug my girl because we happen. You know, we like to give a little shit.
We do.
We like to giveth and taketh and taketh
Giveth and
giveth. So Lee has these fucking Pop-Tarts, homemade Pop-Tarts.
Ridiculously good.
I took them to my birthday. When I tell you, people are like, "Yo, these Pop-Tarts." I mean, no one would
homemade,
stop that.
delicious.
Like, pop it in a toaster for like a good 2 minutes. It tastes like a Pop-Tart.
but better because it's all
Except it's
fresh.
all handmade.
And it's
handmade,
fresh.
organic, fresh, whatever, everything good, but it doesn't taste processed. It's so good.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna get
Thanks,
anything,
boo.
just get the damn Pop-Tart.
Also, for those of you who have who have a toaster, I want y'all to know that the numbers on a toaster are the minutes that your bread or your Pop-Tart will be down. It's
Punky-
not the level of the
Sure.
darkness of
Punky's
the bread.
just giving us.
Wow.
Did you
No,
guys
don't
know-
lie to us again.
No, she
Punky.
ain't know that.
No, I'm
no,
joking. I'm
seriously.
joking. I knew
Did you
that.
know that the brake on your car also stops your car and the gas pedal starts?
That's
makes it
so
move?
weird.
No, I
That's
just
weird.
found that out.
I'll
I
tell-
thought if you
okay.
put it on 5,
Okay.
your bread would just
Yeah,
be
no,
darker.
here's
Just
one.
5
Here's
dark.
one a
But
lot of
it's
people
just
don't-
5 minutes.
Well, you know, here's one a lot of people
Jeez.
don't
That's
know.
What?
If you
What,
look at your
Bianca?
so if you look at your gas symbol, there's an arrow and it points to the side of your car the
That the
gas
tank is on.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
don't know, just
Look at the
where
arrow.
is. Get off me.
This is so much helpful information that has nothing to do with this podcast. Well, I just real quick.
But
while
anyway,
y'all
I'm just grateful.
devolve-
I'm grateful to that
on the
everybody's been
Pop-Tart.
coming to my house
On
every
the
week
Pop-
because
Yes.
it's
on the
made me
gas.
feel normal
The
and
numbers
I'm
on the toaster.
social and I like to
Toast is
entertain and
delicious.
it's made me feel like I've actually been able to entertain for the entire week.
And it has been such a pleasure. And thank you for hosting us every week. And thank you for suggesting this. This
Thank
was,
you, Lee.
But Lee, this was really based off of your idea because I didn't know what I was going to do with the podcast because I needed to interview people. And I was like, well, there goes my podcast. I don't know how to do this. So it is because of you that this happened and that we were able to reach so many people. And the numbers have been crazy. And like, thank you to all of the people in the various countries that have been listening.
Oh, country.
Yeah, it feels so nice. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Punky can't handle any real emotion. No real emotion. Okay. And I just want to.
singing Kelly Clarkson
Yes,
right
yes.
now.
Late at night when all the world
There was boys to
sleeping, I wake up and think of you.
I'm outnumbered. All right, I don't have the rights to any of this.
And I still can't
I'm
believe.
I
Bianca,
don't know the rights to this
I'm
shit.
not Neil Brennan. I don't have the bag that he has to
have
be
the
able to have
bag?
this.
I mean,
To be
what
able to
if
have this
nobody
music.
knows what we're singing?
All original music
Oh, is it?
on my podcast.
Of course it is.
Like,
I
we don't
believe
pay
you.
y'all. Make a
Okay.
song.
So the three of you guys, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. This has been super fun.
I want y'all
and-
to give Kate shit next week. In the questions, just be like, Kate, you know what? You were a real true Margaret, okay?
Margaret.
The girls just wanted to have fun. You were just all disciplinarian.
I was an
You were
asshole.
being a chaperone.
That's fair.
Chaperone, RA. She's the RA in the fucking goddamn dorms.
Keep it
Let me
in the
fuck.
office.
Let us fuck, Kate. God.
Kate,
can't do it.
So,
I can't do it.
seriously, Kate, we really appreciate you.
get
Thank you
her
so
ass
much. And I'm
eaten.
sorry when I get out of line.
No, it's okay. It's my most.
She's
It's
not
my most
really
favorite. No,
sorry.
you're not at all. The audience loves it. They live for it. So
at her
like, I
eyes when
just get
she
to be
has to,
mean
like-
mommy. Yeah. Well, we are gonna drop checks now.
Kate,
For the
wait.
last time
You
before-
didn't say
oh.
something nice
Bitch
about
said
us.
drop checks. You cannot
I'm sorry.
fucking
I'm sorry.
talk when
I'm
she's
gonna
dropping
go
the
back.
check.
Well,
Hold
real
on,
quick,
she
I'll
gotta-
rewind.
she
Lee-
gotta
So I
say
said,
something nice
Lee,
about us.
you made this happen.
Uh-huh.
Punky, you have been consistent and funny, and you always know when to interject when we need to cut the tension of the intensity that is this experience.
Uh-huh.
And Bianca, you come with the hardcore facts with the knowledge. I'm like, okay, girl, you know, Bianca's smart as fuck. Don't you speak like 17
I'm the one who
languages?
came up with the Michael Jackson
I
thing,
do.
okay?
Okay,
all
bye.
right. So
Wir
Bianca-
können auf Deutsch reden, wenn du willst. Ich rede Deutsch.
There she goes.
Flüssig. Dankeschön.
Okay, so can you speak to one of my really good friends, Elise? I love you. She and her husband live in Germany. That she's from there.
Tell
He
me.
is not.
Tell me what to say and I'll say it.
Tell them that I love them and appreciate them. They were my first friends in
Also,
California.
Kate liebt dich. War ihre erste Freundin in Kalifornien und sie liebt dich ganz sehr.
That's really good.
Ganzia!
Don't make fun of it, Punky. I
You know
love you
what?
guys.
It's a language of love.
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
It
and
sounds
our,
like
and our
it.
language is based off of that. Can I drop checks now, y'all?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you want to help us out here at Service from Hell, leave us a 5-star review on iTunes and tell your friends to listen. It will help us reach more people that need to be schooled on the art of being kind. It will be catharsis for those of us still working in the industry. And if you have stories of your own, we'd love to hear them. Email us here at servicefromhellpodcast@gmail.com and someone from our team will let you know if we're going to read your story live on air. Remember, if you can't afford to tip, you can't afford to go out. So don't be garbage and be good to people. It's easier that way. Thank you,
Thank
all
you.
of y'all for being here.
Bye, hoes.
That's a wrap. I love y'all so
Love you.
much.
Love you. It's
Hoes,
been
love
so
you,
fun.
Kate. Gonna
Love
miss
you
you.
guys. Yeah, I'm gonna miss y'all. Real quick, I was asked if when we are all back in Los Angeles, like once, well, I didn't know you were leaving Punky, but when I'm back, if we would do like a reunion, like post-Corona wrap-up, and I was
Of
like,
course.
absolutely. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
of course we
I said the
would.
same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So, all right, so we will have a summer. Punky, you haven't agreed because you're falling asleep because she's 17 Cazadores shots into this game.
Kate,
So-
you can always answer for me because you know.
I love you.
Count on me. I will be there.
Okay.
We'll never.
You guys-
When
Oh, what?
you are weak.
I will what?
Helping
with you what?
To carry on.
Yes, I know.
Count on me.
Count on me.
I'll be there. Don't what?
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid now.
Please
Believe me
when I say
count on, count on, count on, count on,
Count on.
count on,
Count on.
count on me.
Thank you for listening. Good night, everybody.
I hate you. There's a line to pee.
I'm just playing.
Guys, that was beautiful.
Man, what a ride.
That was epic.
You guys, lots of tangents.
We recorded for 2.5 hours, just so y'all.
Wait,
know.
once or twice?
Well, we split it up.
Okay,
So it was
good.
an hour and a half and then an hour. And as a little thank you to the 3 ride or die ladies that have been with me on this quarantine journey, a special side thank you to the 3 of them. They have been so lovely. Lee, Bianca, and Punky. You guys got me through quite a interesting quarantine experience between the insanity with my roommate and moving and just everything that quarantine was, losing my job, having to struggle with financial stuff. It's just been amazing how so many of you listeners have been fantastic and these 3 ladies have been great. So quarantine hasn't been all bad and I'm super grateful that I got to continue this podcast in this time and that I had the labor and the love of 3 people who just gave me their time. I'm incredibly, incredibly forever grateful. And, you know, I'll be back in LA. This isn't an end of a chapter. This podcast is going to continue. But I just wanted to throw in a little thank you because I don't think that they'll listen to this. Maybe Lee, maybe you will. But even if they don't, I just want them to know energetically how grateful I am for them getting me through these last, what has already been 10 weeks and is looking to continue to be more. And you know, relative to everyone else, I really haven't struggled at all. And it's in large part due to the amazing support system that I have around me, not limited to the 3 ladies on this podcast, but definitely including them. So yeah, guys, we'll see what the future holds, but you're going to hear, you'll hear. We'll be back. All right.